Viktor&Rolf is a relatively new luxury fashion house founded in 1993 and headquartered in Netherlands. Their designs focus on bridging the gap between fashion and art. I must say their designs are out of this world. Viktor&Rolf got into perfumes in 2004 with the launch of Flower Bomb, their first female fragrance. In 2006, they launched Antidote, which is a male fragrance. The Spice Bomb, however, was launched in 2012. The one I have for a review today, the SpiceBomb Extreme EDP, was launched in 2015. And here we are a decade later to review it. Hi everyone, welcome to A Sense of Smell. My name is Dinesh. The SpiceBomb Extreme is one of the 7 SpiceBomb variants. There are 3 Eau de Toilette and 4 Eau de Parfum. We could have started with the first Spice Bomb, which launched in 2012. However, celebrating a decade seemed more fun since the Spice Bomb Extreme was launched in 2015. Let's talk about the packaging on this one. This is a simple grey box with a gold band which has the name of the fragrance and the designer on it. The top of the box has the V&R logo of a wax seal, and this logo was launched in 2000. This box feels quite flimsy to me, hollow. The bottle moves around a lot inside and feels like it might just pop out. Not off to a great start there. Once you open up the box, you are greeted with a secret service code and the website where you can use it for private access to a world of exclusivity. You know, like those fancy nightclubs that have a section cordoned off for high spenders. I feel special already. If only the feeling lasted longer than a minute. The secret service program ended in 2022. Like someone tossed a grenade on the program, but the grenade survived and the Secret Service did not. Tragedy comes in all shapes, sizes, and smells, I guess. On the side flap, there are instructions on how to use the fragrance. Simple and straightforward. And here is the surviving grenade that took out the Secret Service program. The shape of the bottle is quite unique and sits well in the hand. Black and gold. Quite simple. And as you would have already noticed, the Spice Bomb Extreme doesn't come with a cap. It comes with a clip that you can pull and put back, which we saw on the flap. I like this, it's quite fancy. I feel they could have done a better job with the gold sticker at the back. I know I am nitpicking here. However, if you choose to spend 7,250 for the 50 ml and 9,700 for the 90 ml, you would expect a bit more. Oh, and I got the 50 ml on Myntra for 6,350 rupees last year. At the time of recording this video, I found the 50 ml on sale on Myntra, in case you're considering it at the end of the review. One thing that I noticed when I sprayed it on for the first time was the perfume leaked a bit and caused a stain right there on the plastic bit below the atomizer. That is quite an eyesore. It doesn't go away. The positive note here is the atomizer on this one is quite good. It spreads the perfume quite well. Let's test that out. That smells... Oh, I can't tell you that just yet. We will get there soon. Let's talk about the notes on this one. There's lavender, there's cinnamon, saffron, tobacco, vanilla, bourbon, and a hint of black pepper. Now, if you thought whiskey and bourbon are the same, let me demystify that for you. Fun fact time. Without getting too much into the details, all bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon. Whiskey is a spirit made from fermented grain and aged in barrels, but the kind of grain and the kind of barrels determine the variety of the whiskey. In order to be classified as a bourbon, a whiskey needs to be distilled from a mixture of grains that's at least 51% corn. The corn gives the bourbon a distinctive sweet flavor. Now that was a fun bit of trivia. The fun fact alone is worth a like and a sub to the channel, don't you think? Let's get back on track. That was a long detour. The Spice Bomb Extreme. Let me break the notes down into what you get to smell through this fragrance journey. At the very beginning, there is a slight hint of freshness, which is a bit citrusy, and that is there for about a minute. And then the black pepper slides in and combines with the freshness to create a unique start. And it is an interesting smell. Cinnamon, lavender, and saffron come in within the first 5 minutes, followed by the sweetness of the vanilla. From this point on, this fragrance gets very interesting. Picture this. You are at a high-end bar with thick leather single sofas everywhere, and all around you are people dressed in very formal attire, sipping on bourbon and smoking a cigarette, a cigar, or a pipe. That is what the SpiceBomb Extreme feels like, but not in a suffocating way. The bourbon and tobacco here are like these very important people who walk into that bar, and all of a sudden there's a crowd around them. That's what the fragrance feels like at this point, because the bourbon and tobacco elevate the spices and sweetness here and creates a sense of warmth, of comfort. And it stays that way for a solid 8 hours or more. The SpiceBomb Extreme easily stays on your clothes for a full day and then some. Now, I was and still am very happy with the projection of the YSL-Y EDP and the Invictus Platinum. However, the SpiceBomb Extreme is on another level. People will surely smell this on you and may even do a double take. In my last review of the Invictus Platinum, if you haven't watched that already, you definitely should. I had mentioned a great nighttime evening perfume. This is that perfume. The SpiceBomb Extreme is an intimate perfume. This works best after sunset and during winter. Now, bear in mind that this is not office safe because of the way the bourbon and tobacco work with the spices. This one is definitely not for the summer. It doesn't work well with the heat nor the humidity. You don't need to go trigger happy with this one. A couple of sprays on your clothes and body is all that is needed to create an impression that will not be forgotten anytime soon. The SpiceBomb Extreme is a mature fragrance and might not be to everyone's tastes, so don't blind buy this. By that I mean go to a store before you decide to spend your heavily taxed money and smell this one for yourself, and then decide if this is something you would want in your collection. Let's wrap this up, finally. The SpiceBomb Extreme didn't get off to a great start with the unboxing. However, it delivered where it truly mattered. The reason we buy fragrances in the first place. The smell, the performance, and the value for money. If you decide to purchase this, I would recommend the 50 ml over the 90 ml because this isn't a daily use perfume, so the 50 ml bottle will last you a long time. As always, do let me know what you think of this one, and if you enjoyed watching this video, do hit the like button and consider subscribing. It really does make a difference. So far, we have reviewed 3 eau de parfums on this channel. The next one is an eau de toilette, and you don't want to miss that one. Thank you all for watching, and see you in the next one.